Fellow viewers, what is one thing that you know about Nicaea? You know that the books of the Bible were not compiled there. In fact, it was a long process beginning in the early 2nd century. And that we have things like adverse heresies that Irenaeus wrote, and he mentions the 4 Gospels. We have the Muratorian Fragment, which is around the same time, which mentions every book of the New Testament, save 2. But it also has a few others in there, like the Apocalypse of Peter, as well as the, I believe, Barnabas. Not to mention that the earliest of the church fathers are continually quoting books, verses out of the Gospels. Matthew is a very popular one. I mean, just check out Clement of Rome. You can even take a look at the Didache, which was written in AD 50. Yet, Styx, Hex, and Hammer claims that the Gospels were written hundreds of years later, when the most liberal anti-Christian scholar would put them at 30 to 40 years since the death of Christ. The man does not know what the hell he's talking about. This is somebody who, when describing the Logos, he gave the definition of both the pleroma and the monad. He seemed to think that Sophia was female, in the same sense as a goddess would be female. Does that mean that Numa is female? Now, if you are familiar with my channel at all, or if you are familiar with, the Nicene Council, the Council of Nicaea, you know that the Council of Nicaea had to do with one iota. It was the Arian heresy, Homoousius or Homoousius, and the date of Pascha. Yes, there were other canons that were brought up there, but they were pretty much done away with in the Second Ecumenical Council, the First Council of Chalcedon. Now, anyone could Wikipedia this. You don't even have to Wikipedia it. You could go on Encyclopedia Britannica. You could go on Catholic Encyclopedia. Heck, you could go on a YouTube channel. I mean, just one of those, bland, religious, non-offensive, history of this or that YouTube channel and find out. But I guess reading the Book of the Law and praising Michael Aquino, or going into conspiracy theories about Charles Manson, or claiming that Vincent Bugliosi, a man who wrote over a 500-page book trying to disprove God in the Bible, and that when Vincent Bugliosi died, Styx, Hex, and Hammer truly believed that he was a Christian, and that he even uttered the words, he parodied Christopher Hitchens, "Well, I hope for his sake that the God that he believes in doesn't exist." Styx, Hex, and Hammer is playing at intellectual. He's playing at the occult. Does he practice meditation? Does he practice mindfulness? Does he practice mortification of the flesh? Does he even try to gain any insight into world politics? Well, he believes that the Peshmerga are the bad guys and that we shouldn't help them. That the Kurds are, just a bunch of ISIS sympathizers and that they're bad news. Huh. Very strange. So, expect on my other channel an absolute takedown and exposing him for the fraud and charlatan that he is.